Hey guys, this is The Freshman Book 1, and we're going to be finishing up today. One perfect night, 3 potential dates. With the heartfelt formal mere hours away, it's time to make a choice. Chapter 17, The Heartfelt Formal. The first rays of the sun wake you in the morning, slanting through the window and falling across your face. Ow, my eyes. You check your phone and bolt upright as you remember what day it is. Oh crap, the dance! I still have to figure out who to ask. Which outfits do you want to view? What's in the fancy? I mean, this is just a t-shirt, so I'm going to go with this. This look is perfect. You trudge out to the kitchen to find a fresh pot of coffee on the counter, along with a note from Zach, Tyler, and Abby. Breakfast on the roof. Come up and join us. Sounds fun. You pour yourself some coffee and head upstairs to find Zach, Tyler, and Abby eating cereal and looking out at the town of Hartfeld. Good morning, little Miss Heartbreaker. How's the big decision going? Made any progress? What big decision? Seriously, Tyler? You know I like you, but sometimes you're shockingly out of the loop. Mary has to choose someone to take to the Heartfeld formal tonight, and she's got 3 hotties vying for her attentions. Don't remind me. I just want to have my coffee and cereal like a normal person and not have to worry about any of this. Sounds like you haven't made a lot of progress. Maybe we could make a pros and cons list? As much as I'd love to break down Mary's suitors into abstract bits of data, I don't think that approach is necessary. Actually, it sounds pretty helpful right about now. Don't be ridiculous. You know deep down who you want to ask to formal. You just have to let yourself realize that. Huh? Just relax and close your eyes. Who's the first person you see? You close your eyes and think back on your memories of fall quarter. If the other guys on the football team saw me get tackled by a pretty girl, they'd never let me forget it. I'm Chris, by the way. Nice to meet you. You know how I said I wanted to get my courage up for something? This is what I needed courage for. Actually, she's my fiancée. I like that that's the snippet they choose for James. You open your eyes and grin at Zach. Well, have you figured it out yet? I have. I finally know who I want to ask to the dance. I mean, I'm pretty conflicted between James and Caitlin. How about I choose James in this book, and then maybe in book 2, when I probably have to make the same choice, I'll choose Caitlin. And Chris, let's just be friends. Woo! You chose to ask James to the heartfelt formal. James it is! See? That wasn't so hard, was it? Guess not. Now, what are you waiting for? Go tell him. On it. I have an idea where he might be. In Vasquez's office, you find James at his laptop, working. Knock knock. Mary, what are you doing here? I could ask you the same question. Vasquez didn't need us in today. I needed a quiet place to write. Vasquez isn't around, is he? No, he has an important errand to run today. Why? I just don't think he'll want to see me. Anyway, how's the play? I'm nearly done with the second act. Just give me a minute to wrap this up, and then we'll talk. You walk over to the desk and close James's laptop. Hey. Mary, what are you... We'll talk now. What's gotten into you? Wow, you really don't know what today is, do you? Saturday? Today's the heartfelt formal, genius. Ah, I see. And why are you here exactly? James! Just messing with you. So, can I take you to formal? I suppose I can make myself available. Good to know. I really like their banter. That evening, you pick out a dress for the heartfelt formal. If it can't just be any dress, it has to be perfect. Tonight has to be perfect. No night has to be perfect. It's the little things that make it better, even when they're not going the way that you want them to. Wow, they're actually all really nice, so I don't feel bad about not spending diamonds. This should be fine. You arrive at Hartfeld University's magnificent ballroom on the eastern end of the campus and meet your date on the front steps. Mary. James. You look nice. So do you. James moves to stand beside you and offers you his arm. Shall we? Definitely. As you enter the ballroom with James, Zach runs over to you, a champagne flute in each hand. Ooh, did you get us drinks? No way, baby. These are all mine. Go get your own. I like your suit. On it. I'll be back in a bit, Mary. Don't keep me waiting too long. James grins at you, then sets off for the refreshments table. Damn. Great catch, Mary. Hey, that's my date you're ogling. Speaking of romance, though, any chance that Brandon will make an appearance tonight? Ships in the night. Zach and Brandon didn't go to the heartfelt formal together. If he does, it won't be as my date. Aw. You didn't ask him to come with you? Nope. I don't know what's wrong with me. Usually I have no trouble approaching guys. You just need to get your confidence back. We'll work on that, okay? I don't know. I can't help but think if I'd done things differently, Brandon and I would be together by now. I probably did something wrong. It's not on you, Zach. Well, maybe you're right. Don't worry about it, Mary. I don't want to spoil your night with my sulking. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to transfer this champagne into a urinal. You know, there's such a thing as being too honest. I guess we'll agree to disagree on that. See you around, Mary. As Zach heads off to the restroom, you look around for other familiar faces. Hey, Mary. Tyler and Abby dance over to you, holding each other tight. Hey, I did something right. Hey, you two. Where's James? Getting us drinks. Should I be doing that? Is that, the gentlemanly thing to do? If you think I'm letting you out of my sight again, you have another thing coming. Works for me. Aw, you two are so adorable. I'm so happy you finally got together. Kaylin and I were rooting for you all the way. Have you talked to her today? No, I haven't seen her. Is she here? Yeah, she's somewhere around here, but I don't know if she'll want to talk, I feel like I should say something. I don't want her to be mad at me. Well, I guess you gotta do what you think is right. If you need to talk, you know where to find us. Thanks, guys, really. No problem, Mary. You search the dance floor for Caitlin and find her smiling with Darren, a big smile on her face. Darren clears his throat as you approach, and Caitlin turns around, her eyes going wide when she sees you. Hey, Caitlin. Oh, hey, Mary. Should I give you two some space? No, that's okay. I'm not, mad or anything. Really? Well, obviously I would have liked to be here with you. And I did have something pretty special planned for tonight. But I'm not mad. Friends? Friends. Besides, Maybe I'll get you next time. Oh, you will. You will, Caitlin. Well, but should I say that? Well, I mean, maybe. I guess we'll find out. Chris spots you as you walk past and waves you over. Hey, Mary. Chris. All I can say is that I know, Mary, and it's okay, really. I wish things had been different, that's all. I had pretty big plans for us tonight. Everyone had plans for tonight. Sorry. No worries. Maybe next time? Nope. As Chris disappears into the crowd, James walks over with your champagne glasses. Everything okay? Everything's good. Dance with me? Of course. James leads you out onto the dance floor where you join your friends. Abby winks at you. I always knew I liked him. Yay. You two look great together. Thanks. Looking great, hot stuff. Is he talking about me or you? Hard to say, but I'd like to believe it's both of us. James smiles as he places his hands on your waist and you sway together to the music. I'm glad you came with me. I know you're not the party type. I am when I'm with the right person. He twirls you around and you laugh. You know, I didn't think you really liked me at first. What gave you that idea? The stony stares, the sarcasm, the aloof attitude. It takes me a while to warm up to someone. What changed your mind about me? I suspect you're fishing for compliments. And what if I am? I'd tell you that I knew I liked you when you stood up to Vasquez that very first day. Way back when, I thought it took you a while to warm up to someone. Not you. You're different. James. You dance until the last song plays. On the closing notes, James dips his head, his breath tickling your ear. Maybe we could go somewhere a little more private? Well, I can't afford that, so let's just take things slow. Works for me. You and James sway together as the last strains of the music fade away, your head nestled on his chest. Time to go? Not quite yet, I think. James places a finger under your chin and tilts your mouth up towards him. You stand up on your tiptoes and kiss him, your lips melting as the crowd starts to melt away around you. At last he pulls away and you look up at him. James. Yes? You can walk me home if you want to. James offers you his arm. I'd love to. The next morning you wake to find your suite in a flurry of activity as everyone packs for the winter holidays. Morning, Mary. How'd last night go? It was nice. Listen, I have to go give Vasquez my latest essay. Don't leave without saying goodbye, okay? You got it. You step into Vasquez's office and find him at his desk, a large leather-bound book open in front of him. Ah, Mary, come in. What do you have for me today? Wordlessly, you hand him the essay you typed up last night after the dance. He reads through it, the harsh lines of his face softening as he nears the end. This was quite moving, Mary. Very nicely written. With your permission, I'd like to use the last line in my book. Vasquez clears his throat and reads aloud from your essay. Love isn't about first impressions or spotting someone across a crowded room. It's about really knowing someone and discovering the best parts of them, the parts even they don't think exist. And when you find it, you have to fight for it. 'Cause if you don't, you risk losing everything. Just then, a knock sounds on the door and a young nurse walks backward into the room, wheeling in an IV stand. Vasquez gets up from his desk, clearly agitated. Not now, damn it. What's all this? Nothing. Just forget you saw anything, and get out. Are you sick? What's wrong with you? Professor Vasquez fixes you with a steely glare, and then his shoulders slump. He waves for the nurse to leave. Cancer. I have cancer, Mary. Oh my God. How long have you known? Does Gabriella know? No, of course not. Does James? No, and you won't tell him. But he has a right to know. They both have a right to know. James absolutely idolizes you. You can't just not tell him something this huge. I wouldn't have told anyone if you hadn't witnessed this. Why do you insist on interfering with my life? Why can't you just let me live out my last days in peace? Because... Because, for some reason, I care about you. Despite everything, I actually care about your life, so listen up. You may have cancer, but there's a big difference between dying and being dead. You've still got a daughter out there, and soon a grandchild. Did you say grandchild? Nice to know I can still surprise you. I wonder if it will be a boy or a girl. Sorry, I need to speed this up in case my battery dies. Slowly, Vasquez gets up from his chair and looks out the window. Look at that, the first snow of the season. That was soon. Come on. You grab the professor's hand and pull him outside. Flakes flutter down from the sky, dusting the campus in white. It's beautiful. It is. He reaches out and catches a snowflake in his hand, where it melts against the warmth of his palm. It looks like you're right. I'm not dead yet. I think it's going to be an interesting winter quarter, for both of us. For once, you may be right. As snowflakes fill the cloudy sky, you walk back across the quad to the dorms and find all your suite mates playing in the snow. Snowball fight! Oh, you are on. I call Chris. Chris and I are officially on a team. No fair. Chris literally got a scholarship for throwing stuff. Hey, less talk, more dodging, Tyler. Chris whips a snowball at Tyler's sidearm. Okay. It explodes against the front of his shirt. You're gonna regret that. As you watch your friends running and laughing through the snow, you smile to yourself. Oh. And wonder what the future holds. That was actually a pretty good ending. End book. Can't change it now. Alright, well, I'm not sure if I'll be starting the second book of The Freshman right away, or continuing with The Crown and the Flame. But either way, I will be posting a new book soon, and thank you guys for watching.